and Larson, so my friendo Steve is not here, instead traipsing across merry old London on his honeymoon. Needless to say, these turn of events has turned my world upside down. Black is now white, dogs and cats coexist peacefully, and RBQs no longer tickle my hunger bone. It is a sad, lonely existence, but thankfully, I have found some solace in Inversion, a game where the world is quite literally turned on its head. So if Inversion Pro Tag Davis can make his way in a world bereft of the laws of physics, I should survive a week without my besties. So here you go, the top 10 ways to adapt to a zero-G world.
Number 10.
Prepare for the worst. You have to expect some collateral damage to happen whenever a cataclysm occurs, like in this case, the extinction of most of humanity and/or sudden and extreme gravitational shifts, so always be ready for the worst case scenario. Before my number 1 G left, I laid the groundwork for success, working ahead, compiling an extensive schedule, etc. But what I didn't prepare for was the massive upper decker he left behind. But I ain't bitter. Not really. Fuck you, Steve.
Number 9.
Learn about your world. While this may seem an arduous task given that a world without gravity is constantly in flux, it is of the utmost importance to glean whatever knowledge you can from your new surroundings. For example, in Vanguard City, whole milk is more buoyant in zero-G than skim, Ludadors love themselves from Lionel Richie, and based on my experience house-sitting for the Hears, Steve considers fudge rounds an essential part of a healthy diet, and by proxy, I do too.
Number 8.
Float on! Larson has made quite the career of floating by, taking credit for other people's successes and casting blame onto others for his own failures. Thankfully, in the zero-G world, such behavior is necessary to survive. Floating from one piece of jetsam to the next with a minimum of effort is the preferred means of locomotion when the Earth is sans gravity. I kind of feel like I've exerted too much energy on this entry already, so... yeah.
Number 7.
Make the world in your image. Now that you have the power to control the laws of nature in your paws, it's time to exploit these godlike abilities to create the world as you want it. You got a fence in your way? Bring that fucker down. Need a bridge? Tear these supports from the ceiling and walk the fuck across. Now, if only I had the power to bring Steve back immediately to delouse his commode. You know, I think I saw blood in there.
Number 6.
Profit! You got the Ludadors here using their space-time benders to mine for something. Is it gold? Some undiscovered mineral? A dreamland with nubile six-titty nymphs swimming in a stream of chocolate pudding? Who the fuck knows? But now that you have your hands on a gravlink, you too can have a nose for the color and profit. Let's see what's behind these stalagmites. Boom! A donut pyramid. Profit!
Number 5.
Elevate to dominate. Sure, the gravlink is a wonderful mining tool and physical manipulator, but it is also a weapon of near ultimate power. And perhaps the most effective utilization of it is to elevate foes and dispose of them in a wealth of creatively satisfying ways, whether it be by headshot or my favorite, an eviscerating base hit. Speaking of which, I'm near certain Steve left some of his intestines in his toilet. Wait, nope, psych my mind. That's just a toilet chain. I think.
Number 4.
Throw your weight around! Not only can you lift up Ludador a-holes with your gravlink thingy, you can also pick up and weaponize floating debris. That actually gives me an idea, I gotta say. I wonder if Steve has any rubber gloves. Come here, Upper Decker. I got a use for you.
Number 3.
Forget your past! Needless to say, when the laws of nature turn against you, it is best to lose your previous attachments. You really can't put much stock in your previous life when your belongings are either under a pile of rubble or levitating towards the heavens. And I gotta say, after 5 days penned up in Steve's house, with the constant odor of doo-doo blackout infused in my olfactory senses, and my diet consisting solely of Mama Celeste pizzas and Little Debbie products, I really need me some short-term amnesia. But it helps that I...
Number 2.
Don't get sentimental! The world has turned into Michio Kaku's worst nightmare, and at what cost? Oh yeah, Davis watches his wife get snuffed out and fears his baby has met the same fate. Should he become paralyzed by grief? Steal his soul for brutal revenge? Yeah, nope! Instead he remembers that the Ludadors have made space-time his playground, And with the seemingly eternal laws of physics now at his disposal, the time is nigh to put emotion aside and enjoy the unnatural bounty your invaders have given you. How do I avoid getting sentimental, you ask? Easy. I just rub my tip on Steve's pillow and make his personal belongings my playground. Profit.
Number 1!
Bring a buddy! What better way to ease the pains of upheaval than with the company of your friendo supremo? And Davis has made his zero-G life much easier by connecting himself to the hip of Leo Delgado, who's always there to lend a hand, lifting Davis onto ledges and holding doors open for him, and that seems like all that he does, actually. Well, if only I had a low-maintenance friendo who would do that for me. And if you're ready for Steve to get his ass back stateside, then tell him so on our Facebooks at facebook.com/Steve and Larson, or our Twitter at twitter.com/Steve and Larson. And if you miss the sound of Steve's voice, check out some of these previous episodes. You know how I do miss his voice, and his presence, and just the feeling when he's around. I don't miss his smell, or his general sense of hygiene. Come back soon, Steve.